You can make anything by writing. Aim at heaven and you will get earth thrown in. Aim at earth and you get neither. The homemaker has the ultimate career. All other careers exist for one purpose only, and that is to support the ultimate career. History isn't just the story of bad people doing bad things. It's quite as much a story of people trying to do good things. But somehow, something goes wrong. God, who foresaw your tribulation, has specially armed you to go through it, not without pain but without stain. You can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me. God allows us to experience the low points of life in order to teach us lessons that we could learn in no other way. Christianity, if false, is of no importance, and if true, of infinite importance. The only thing it cannot be is moderately important. If we cut up beasts simply because they cannot prevent us and because we are backing our own side in the struggle for existence, it is only logical to cut up imbeciles, criminals, enemies, or capitalists for the same reasons. A man can no more diminish God's glory by refusing to worship him than a lunatic can put out the sun by scribbling the word, darkness, on the walls of his cell. Part of every misery is, so to speak, the misery's shadow or reflection, the fact that you don't merely suffer but have to keep on thinking about the fact that you suffer. I not only live each endless day in grief, but live each day thinking about living each day in grief. Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. The doors of hell are locked from the inside. Good English is whatever educated people talk, so that what is good in one place or time would not be so in another. True humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less. Satan, the leader or dictator of devils, is the opposite, not of God, but of Michael. If I find in myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world. A proud man is always looking down on things and people, and, of course, as long as you're looking down, you can't see something that's above you. God cannot give us happiness and peace apart from himself because it is not there. There is no such thing. I pray because I can't help myself. I pray because I'm helpless. I pray because the need flows out of me all the time, waking and sleeping. It doesn't change God. It changes me. If you look for truth, you may find comfort in the end. If you look for comfort, you will not get either comfort or truth, only soft soap and wishful thinking to begin, and in the end, despair. I'm tall, fat, rather bald, red-faced, double-chinned, black-haired, have a deep voice, and wear glasses for reading. Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. Some people write heavily, some write lightly. I prefer the light approach because I believe there is a great deal of false reverence about. Some people write heavily, some write lightly. I prefer the light approach because I believe there is a great deal of false reverence about. Some people write heavily, some write lightly. I prefer the light approach because I believe there is a great deal of false reverence about. There is too much solemnity and intensity in dealing with sacred matters, too much speaking in holy tones. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. There are two kinds of people, those who say to God, "Thy will be done," and those to whom God says, "All right, then, have it your way." Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art. It has no survival value, rather it is one of those things which give value to survival. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make man a more clever devil. Nothing that you have not given away will ever be really yours. You can't get a cup of tea big enough or a book long enough to suit me.